Hello everyone, it's Simmuz here. Welcome to a brand new video in the Sims world. Today we are doing another shell challenge, and this time this shell challenge is by Giuliabuilds. So Giuliabuilds, if you don't know her, she is probably one of my favorite creators on the platform here on YouTube, but also she does amazing builds that I don't know, I don't even know how to describe them. They're literally some of the craziest builds I've ever seen, and I love watching her videos, I love watching her stuff. She is blowing up lately, she is getting a lot of recognition, which is super like important. Like, she really deserves all the recognition that she's getting because her builds are crazy. I'm not gonna say it enough times, even if I literally gonna talk about her builds the entire video, because the builds that she makes and the videos that she releases, those are crazy, and I love each and every one of them. Oh my god, she is so talented. And if you don't know her, if you don't follow her, I highly suggest you go check her out. I'm gonna link her stuff down below so you can check out her videos. We also did a collab together with other simmers. We did an Italian collab because we are both Italian, and I highly suggest you check that out as well. I'm gonna post it in an info card probably. But you know, she released this shell challenge, and you know that I love shells and I love shell challenges, so obviously I had to participate. And this shell challenge is called Giulia's Eco Shell, and yeah, it's exactly what you think. It's a eco shell, so it has to be ecologically conscious, this house. And I decided to try my best with this. The house itself, I think it still feels pretty modern, which was definitely the vibe that I was going for, because it's definitely in my wheelhouse. It's definitely what I like to do for all my builds. So I'm actually super pleased with how it looks. And the thing that I'm most excited about is the terrain manipulation that I did. I did a little bit of terrain manipulation, a little bit of terrain editing and painting, which is something that I usually don't do because I'm not great at it. While Giulia, she is amazing at terrain editing and terrain manipulation and all this kind of stuff. So obviously, since this is a shell challenge that she created, I tried to get inspiration from her builds, and I tried to do a little bit of terrain manipulation. It's not crazy, it's nothing crazy, it's just like some kind of hilly vibes. I don't know, it's nothing crazy, but I did do it, so I'm super proud of myself. But obviously you can let me know in the comments down below what you think about the house, what you think about the vibe, and I tried to keep it as much as I could to keep the vibe of like the ecological thing. So most of the house looks like is made from recycled items, from recycled materials that you could find somewhere. So there is a lot of wood, there is a lot of upscaled stuff, there is a lot of concrete and a lot of metal. And I try to use a lot of natural light, so there are all those roof lights as well, but also the big windows, and those are all with the idea that with more natural light you use less electricity, so it's more ecological conscious. Also, as you can see, some of the roofs are grass, so using grass in roofs is very useful, and a lot of houses are doing it lately, with the idea that with grass on your roofs you do use less water, and there is different water levels, and also with the heating, because it heats in a different way. There is so much stuff that we could talk about, but the idea is that I tried to make this home as ecologically conscious as I could. And you can see this is a gigantic shell, and I really like the shape. It's super particular and weird. And Giulia made this, and it was due for the 12th, so I think I'm posting this video on the 10th, so you should be seeing this before her. You know, I think she's gonna do a video where she's looking over the entrances, like her, I guess, her favorites. So I'm also gonna link that down below in the description when it comes out. I'm also gonna post it on Twitter, obviously retweeting her videos. So definitely check all of that stuff out. And if you don't follow her, go follow her right now, because she makes some incredible stuff. I cannot state that enough. She makes incredible builds, and I love her stuff. So please check her out, because she's just incredible. She makes some just thinking about the stuff that she makes, this build that you're seeing right now for my channel is crazy because it's over the top, is, you know, it's still in my wheelhouse because it's modern, but it's a little bit over the top and crazy. She makes oh my god, incredible stuff. So please check her out. Links in the description down below as always, because you need to see all the stuff. But as I said, this house has lots and lots of wood everywhere, like on walls, on the floor, and outside as well. I also try to keep a little bit of the aesthetic of the outside and inside as well, so most of the wallpapers are similar to the outside and inside. You can see there are some wood stones that come back in the inside, and there are some stone structures that come back in the inside, and you'll see all the connection between the outside and the inside of the house. I also used a lot of eco lifestyle, of course, while this build itself was supposed to be an eco build. So, you know, eco lifestyle, you know, goes well with the idea. Giulia obviously said that you don't need eco lifestyle, and I agree. You can use other packs to give the effect of eco sustainable build, like island living is great for that. Tiny living is great for that. And you're gonna see a lot of those items as well around the house. Something that I really liked adding is plants. I like this house is filled, littered with plants everywhere, and that's probably also something that I really like, and I feel like it makes sense since this is an eco home. It makes sense to have loads of greenery and house in the house, so it feels like natural and nice, and you know, I think it works pretty well. Yeah, this right here that we're working on right now, this is like the main living area. There are two different living rooms. This one is a little bit more formal, I guess. But I still feel like it's super not formal, because it's maybe the other one is more formal because this one has the TV, the other one doesn't. I don't know. I feel like this one is a little bit more elevated though. But I feel like this would be like a living room / entertainment room, since there is the TV, there are bookcases, so there's a lot of stuff to do. And also there is the access to the rest of the house, and there is the access to the outside, the backyard. And there are so many items that I haven't really used from Eco Lifestyle because they are all in debug. And finally I had the opportunity to use them here, so you can see the candles, you can see some other items. If you own Eco Lifestyle, you might have already seen what items I'm talking about. And yeah, I very much enjoyed making this house. I really had so much fun. It was such a great shell itself, just because it gives so much space. You know, I'm saying this, I still managed to fit only 2 bedrooms in this house. So this house is a very big mansion with 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, which is not great, because, you know, I should start to manage my spaces better, probably. But I don't care, because I really love it, and there is so much stuff to do, and I really like it. I just really like it. I think the shell itself really inspired me. It was, I don't know, the shape was weird, and that I'll admit it. I think also Giulia did it like to challenge us a little bit, obviously. But overall, I think, even though the shape was weird, it really inspired me to make a eco home specifically. And I would probably have done an eco lifestyle kind of home, even if it wasn't part of the challenge. I think it really brings itself well to make a very like big, eco, nice, light and airy and cool house. I don't know, I feel that. But you can see right here, this is the kitchen, and there are going to be 2 dinner tables. One right here, you saw it, I just placed it in a corner, the round table. That table is technically like more of, I guess, breakfast table than more of a dinner table, just because it's a little bit smaller and there are less chairs, so it feels like it's a breakfast table. That's the idea behind it. And we are gonna have obviously like a full-on dining room as well, right next to this kitchen, and you're gonna see it in a second. But again, I'm placing loads and loads of plants, and yeah, I'm having, I don't know, I really like it. As always, at the end of this video there are gonna be screenshots of the build, so if you want to skip to the end of the video, there are gonna be all the screenshots of the different rooms and all the different stuff that I added. But I always try to keep you guys interested in watching the video, because I put so much more detail in the video that you actually see in the screenshots. So either you watch the entire video and you watch the screenshots, because the screenshots are mostly like beauty screens, not like I'm showing you what I placed. It's more like, oh my god, look at this, it's so pretty. Which is fine if you just care about that. But if you want to know what I placed and all the stuff and all my thoughts process, I highly suggest you also watch the video. And as always, this build is up on the gallery. You can use hashtag JuliasEcoShow, or you can use hashtag Simmuz, like here on YouTube, but without spaces, or my ID, which is Simmuz, like here on YouTube, but without spaces. I cannot use spaces in like, the gallery apparently. I mean, in hashtags it makes sense. In my ID, I don't understand why I cannot have silly separated by silly and Simmuz separated. I don't understand. Well, anyway, again, using these windows from Eco Lifestyle, I really enjoy adding the stuff on the mantle. So it looks like it's placed there. I don't know, I really like it. I feel like it really makes the space. So yeah, I'm very, very, very pleased with that. And that dining room is super, super pretty to me. Right here, we are doing the bathroom. This is the downstairs bathroom. It's a pretty big bathroom. There is a shower in the garden, like in the green, you saw it, me placing the shower. There is a nice big tub, there is a toilet and a sink. And the bathrooms are mostly similar. So the bathroom upstairs is more or less the same as this one. So I don't even remember if I did film it, but you know, it's fine. So here we are doing the entrance part, and the entrance room that we got is pretty big, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it, so I decided to make a second living room. So this living room, I guess, would be the more formal living room, because there is like the chimney, there is like not the chimney, the fireplace. There is a fireplace, there is a table, and it's a little bit more chill, I guess. But also it is the entrance part of the house, so I feel like this would be where you don't really go. You would probably stay with your host and your like all the people you're hosting. You'll probably stay in the other room because there is the TV. Well, here is a little bit more of a dividing room where you can come through and sit down if you want to. Maybe you want to chill a little bit, but I think it's a little bit more of a chill room instead of an actual like living room. But I also am placing a PC here. I think there are 3 different computers in this house. There's this one down here. I think there is one in the first bedroom and one in the other bedroom. So each bedroom has a PC, and this one as well is another PC. And here next to the entrance, I'm placing a little seating area. So in my mind, your sim can come in, take off their shoes, and walk through the house. So that was the idea behind it. Obviously, your sims are not gonna do that, but you know, this is just aesthetical. So here we are moving on to the first bedroom. So this bedroom is the smaller bedroom, quote unquote, because it's pretty big, and this is the teenage bedroom. So this bedroom, I built it with a teenager in mind. Obviously, you can also have a child in this bedroom. I probably suggest you switch out some stuff for toys, because usually kids like to have toys in their bedrooms. And also I feel like it's very I don't know, aesthetically pleasing for a child. Maybe a child wouldn't care as much about the aesthetic of it all, but you know, you can have your own stories with this house. And yeah, I don't know, I had a lot of fun adding all the decoration in this one. I feel like it looks pretty cute, and obviously it's a teenager bedroom. It's not super clean, and I don't know, I really like it. I feel like it works pretty well. You can let me know obviously in the comments down below. Obviously, as always, let me know what you think about this house. Let me know what is your favorite room, because that is always great to know, because I love making different rooms, and I really want to know what you guys vibe with, because I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty good at making every type of room. Not to toot my own horn, I'm not trying to be like cocky, but I feel like I'm not bad at making like a certain type of room. Like there are some simmers that say, oh, I'm not good at doing blank. I feel like I'm decent at doing everything. So you can let me know in the comments down below which like type of room that I make is your favorite. I feel like bedrooms are always super calm. My bedrooms are always super relaxing to me, which is great because you want to be relaxed in the bedroom. So I feel like that works. So yeah, we're doing the master bedroom up here. So we are now on the second floor, and as I said, there is gonna be a computer right here as well. So yeah, there are 3 computers in this house, which I feel is not super eco compatible, but also at the same time I feel like having loads of computer makes sense for a modern house, since this is still a very modern house. Maybe there are like energy conscious computers, like you know, now they make those phones that are like ecologically conscious, so they made it from old parts, and they run with less power and all that kind of stuff. Maybe those computers are the same. So, you know, you can have your own imagination a little bit. But again, as I tried to make the house feel warm and cozy, but also modern and also ecologically conscious. So again, loads of plants because they always make everything look great, and loads of decoration, loads of stuff from Eco Lifestyle. If you don't have Eco Lifestyle, literally this house is not for you, because literally 100% of it has Eco Lifestyle. And as I said, I'm placing also some solar panels so that your house can be a little bit more energy conscious. And I'm having a little bit of a garden up here because I wasn't really sure what to do with this space at the top of the roof. I did open it up to the bottom with those stairs, but then I was, what are they going to do up here? And then they're doing some gardening, because why not? Since, you know, I could have placed some stuff, but, you know, I had this balcony up here that is connected to the master bedroom. So obviously I wanted the relaxing things in this balcony. As you saw, there are a couple of hours long and a nice area for yoga. And right here I'm trying to work a little bit on the outside as well. So I'm placing all around a nice picket fence. Right now it's white. I'm changing the color right now into a more you know, wood tone, so it makes sense a little bit more. And yeah, adding some lights outside because, you know, you want to see outside. And I'm doing something that I never do usually, which is doing terrain painting way before doing the outside, because I haven't finished the house itself. I still have a little bit of stuff to add to the outside, and the greenhouse is not done at all. So I'm doing some terrain painting before, which is something I never do, so I don't know if it worked. I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like it was fine. And you see, I'm already doing some gardening as well, some landscaping. And I try to make the landscaping a little bit interesting with different kind of plants, trying also to keep the same aesthetic though throughout the entire house. So I used the same kind of plants in all the spots. So there is this big bush from Island Living, the tall bush, the round bush, the little daisies, all the kind of stuff is still the same, so that it looks a little bit cohesive. This bit, like, oh, that tree from Cats and Dogs is my favorite tree, hands down. Love that tree. And also I'm adding a little bit of rocks just to make it a little bit more interesting, since it's all like elevated. I also use the rocks a little bit to hide the elevation differences, because it does ruin a little bit of the position of the plants. And you know, I tried to make a little bit of different spots where we had different plants, so that we could I don't know, I feel like this makes the house a little bit more dynamic. It's not like a completely empty lot, but there are some different plants and different spots, and I feel like it works and it's nice and it looks good, which is the most important part. And yeah, I'm very, very pleased. Again, loads of greenery outside. That makes so much sense. And right here I was doing something that I then regretted and changed, which is adding all those stuff from Island, no, it's not from Island Living, from Jungle Adventure. Those, they do not stay, they get changed out for some vines, which I think look so much better. So right now we're working on a greenhouse. So we had this little box on the side of the house that Julia made, and it was obviously part of the shell, so I couldn't delete it. and I decided to not move it, even though she said that you could move it around. I decided to keep it where it was, and I decided to transform it into a greenhouse. I think it makes sense with the idea of a greenhouse, like an actual eco house, to have a greenhouse, like a place where you can grow plants, because of, you know, it makes sense in my opinion. And there's also the table for the flower arranging, and lots and lots of plants around because I wanted some decoration. And here we are doing a little bit of vines, finishing up with some more decoration and some more landscaping because I wasn't finished. I don't know, I feel like it was a little bit broken up in a weird way, and you can see right now I'm changing out those 4 vines, which look much better in my opinion. I don't know why I was going back and forth with the landscaping and finishing the house. I usually don't do it. I usually finish something all in one go, and then I go to the other part of the house, but this time I didn't. So I'm touching up the terrain painting at the back to finish off the landscaping at the back of the house. Obviously, again, keeping the same color scheme, the same vibe, and the same items from the rest of the house, just to make it feel a little bit more cohesive. And in the back here, you can see I'm placing this gazebo as well from Island Living, and here right under we're gonna place a bonfire, so your sim can hang out right here. There are a couple of chairs, so it's a little fun spot for your sims to be. And if they want to have a bonfire, they can do it, and I feel like it's very cute. It's a cute spot. And yeah, a lot of landscaping again to finish off this part of the house. This corner of the garden really needed something, so obviously I added some stuff in, rocks and a tree, because those are great and always useful. And yeah, basically I think we're done. I think we're going into the screenshots. Yes, we are. This is the outside of the house. As I said, I try to keep it very modern, but also I try to make it look as ecological as possible. So obviously you guys can let me know in the comments down below what you think about this house. Do you think it's eco enough? Do you think I should have gone a little bit less modern, a little bit less crazy? Because this is a pretty crazy build, let me say. But my favorite part are all the skylights. Those look so great. I really love them, and hopefully you're gonna see them a little bit in the screenshots. It's not like super visible, but here is the entrance part. This is like the first living room, quote unquote first living room, with the little studio space and the little entrance area. I think this is looking super cute. You can let me know obviously in the comments down below what is your favorite room. Please let me know, because I really want to know honestly, which room would you have in your house. I really like this house. I really like the layout that it came up with. It was kind of like laid out already by Giulia. I decided to keep the layout that she had and add a little bit of stuff here and there, move some couple of, I think I cut out a little bit of a wall here in this bedroom. Obviously did not delete any of her walls because that's part of the challenge, but I think, I don't know, I think it looks great. Yeah, I'm super pleased with it, and especially like my favorite part is 100% the bedroom downstairs. That bedroom is so pretty, the teenager bedroom. Also, I really like the shot right here down into the dining room with the big skylight on top. I think that looks great, and I would love to eat there. If that was my house, I would eat there all the time. Also, side note, if you see some weird problems, I had a weird glitch with roofs. Sometimes the ceiling would not render. I don't know what was going on. Hopefully it's nothing crazy, and hopefully it's only on my end and not for everybody. But your sims should be all fine. I haven't really play tested this house. I play tested a couple of things, but not the entire house. But it should work, I think. So yeah, hopefully it works. Hopefully it's fine. But again, thank you so much for watching. Go subscribe to Giuliabuilds and check all their content out, because she makes amazing stuff. I'm not gonna state that enough times in this video. She makes amazing stuff and you should check her out. This is her shell challenge, so obviously go subscribe to her channel. I'm gonna link it down below and you should do it. Please do it for me. And if you go to her channel, leave her a comment saying, oh, Citizen sent me, your videos are great. Thank you so much. But this is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, put on notifications so that you know when the next video is coming out. This is one of my favorite builds I've made. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.